please watch this video quickly with me, right? So let's watch it very, very quickly. It's a couple of seconds. Okay, close to failure. And then to failure. Boom. That's how your training should look like on a bulk. That's how every single set or most of your sets should look like, right? So this is what we're going to talk about inside of this video, how to train on a bulk. But first, I'm going to say something that could potentially upset you or excite you or motivate you or would make you want to click off this video and dislike. But I don't care. Training on a bulk is a mind game. And before you think I'm weird or something, let me explain, right? So let's do this video and let's go straight into it. And if you want to gain your first 30 pounds, then check out Bulking School. You can see here what other guys in the program have to say about this. It's basically a day-by-day program to help you gain your first 30 pounds. Is the first link below if you consider joining. Okay, let me grab this, my original color. So how to train on the bulk? The same, right? It doesn't matter what you're trying to do. If your goal is to gain muscle, you train the same, the exact same. I don't care about your body type, about you trying to lose weight or gain weight or whatever. If your goal is to get bigger muscles, you need to train the same, right? For hypertrophy. Hypertrophy meaning muscles getting bigger. So here are a few key points that you already know, but I'm not going to talk about those. So to train to failure, progressive overload, good technique, right? All that stuff. I'm going to give you some more in detail things, right? Later in the video, but that's not important right now. It's something way more important that is actually crucial for making gains. And yet most guys trying to bulk up forget about it. And I don't know why. Maybe because they follow stupid fitness influencers, right? Just as a side point, I do not consider myself a fitness influencer, right? I'm just a guy who is telling advice on how to bulk up, right? As a skinny guy. So maybe because you follow stupid influencers that are not telling you the important stuff. They miss the most important stuff, and I don't know why. Maybe they do this on purpose. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to tell you what's really important. So, like I said, most of the guys trying to bulk up forget about it. And this is what I meant by mind game. That is, you need to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again without changing. This is so simple, yet most of the guys just forget about this, right? Without changing. You think it's about doing the newest thing or the newest exercise or the newest technique or trying this or trying this or trying that. No. You need to find one thing and repeat over and over again without changing. That's how you're going to achieve this. And I have a very good analogy that I'm going to show it to you. But this is the best way to bulk up. Like really, this is the best way to bulk up and make gains. All you need to do, find a good split, find a good exercises, and just repeat those for 6 months. And you will make gains. I promise to you, you will make gains. This is the best way. I don't care what other people are saying. This is the best way. You cannot have something to say about this. All you have to do, find something, repeat it over and over again, 6 months, and you're good to go. You'll make gains. Whatever gains that your genetics allow you. Now, it's changing the splits, the exercises, the technique, and everything, and the plans that are resetting your progress. Right? And you really feel like, you know that, but you are simply brainwashed by these YouTube influencers because you really feel like really think about it. When is the last time you changed your training program? Last weeks? Last days? How does it feel when you start a new program? it starts like starting from zero. It starts like you almost lost the entire progress that you've made before that, right? That's how I felt every single time, because I was brainwashed about this, and I thought that I need to change splits every weeks, not every 3-4 weeks. So I couldn't make gains, and I thought that I need to do a bunch of exercises, and every 3-4 weeks I would change my split, and I felt like, okay, I'm starting from zero. And when I actually started to make a little bit of progress with that split, I changed it because I thought that's how you do it. But that's not the way you do it. I'm telling you right now. And I'm going to show you a button and doors analogy that I have it in my mind right now. So imagine, bear with me here with my drawing because it's not the best one. So imagine you have a button right here, right? This is a button. And then you press this. You need to press this, right? In front of you, you have two doors. And these doors open in outside, right? In that direction with these arrows. Now, once you press the button, these doors are going to open just a little bit. Just tiny little bit, like 1 centimeter or so. So you press, they open 1 centimeter and they go back. You press, they open, and once you stop pressing, they come back. They close together. So you press once, boom, they close. You press 2 times, boom, 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 and then close again. So you having a split, a training split or whatever, and training in a way, following it for 3-4 weeks is like pressing the button, right? Pressing the button so much for 4 weeks, and then the doors open, and then 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you stop, you change the split, and then the doors close again. That's exactly what's happening. Let's say you need to press 100 times on this button in order for these doors to open. You changing the split every 4 weeks is like pressing for 40 times, 50 times, and then you stop and you start again. You need to continuously pressing the button until the doors are completely opened. And then you go to the next door and do the same thing. That's exactly how training, you need to keep the same thing over and over again until you see results. And that's not to say that you cannot do little changes. Like, for example, you change this exercise, or you change the weight, or you change the reps, or you add a few sets. That's not what I'm saying. It's you changing your entire plan. So the problem that we have is that you won't see results in the first 3 months. You won't see results. So now the next question comes up. Can you do the same workout, blindly trusting me, for 3 months without seeing any results at all, or maybe small results? Are you able to do that or not? Answer for yourself right now. And if your answer should be yes from the start, not even thinking about it, and I bet you thought about it. Is it worth it or not? Right? But the good answer should be instantly yes. Because this is what separates the guys who will succeed and the ones that will stay skinny. And bro, it's always the skinny guy who is afraid of hard work, saying that he doesn't need muscle. Okay, you don't need muscle. Click off this video. We don't need you in this group, right? Here, we are skinny guys. We aren't afraid of hard work, and we aren't afraid of spending 3 months doing the same thing, doing the same training implementing, training hard, and not seeing any results or little results, small results. Because I'm telling you what's going to happen. Imagine you do this for 3 months, right? You follow my advice for 3 months, small results, right? Because it takes time for the body to build muscle. Now, imagine after 3 months, you actually start noticing in the mirror. I go to the bathroom randomly and you start noticing in the mirror that, okay, I have some biceps. Okay, now my shoulders look a bit bigger. Then, before you know it, some guy or your friend or your family is going to tell you, oh, you actually started to gain some muscle. And now you're motivated and it's kind of a positive loop feedback. And then you start training harder and then you start doing the right thing. And then you do harder and harder. And then now you're 6 months in, you have a body transformation, 12 months in, you have your dream body, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's not about, okay, it's also about what you're doing. You need to do the right things. But many people forget about this mindset. It's a mind game. Can you do the same thing for 3 months without results? Yes or no? That's what's going to help you separate you from the winners. Now, key parts of the training. You need to understand that, okay, you know that you need to do the same thing until you see results. Now, let's go into more detail on how to train. The best way to grow on a bulk is by training really, really hard in the gym. I'm going to show you how to. Basically, most sets to failure and small progressions every single week. Do not be fooled by these bodybuilders that are training with small weights and all that stuff. These guys are trying to bring up weak body parts, right? For a show. But we are not preparing for a show. We want to build muscle and especially an aesthetic physique if possible. So let's take them one by one. Key parts, training hard and to failure. And this is the same video in the beginning, but I want you to actually watch the video again. So let's talk about the technique first. You can see that before I start, boom, I bring my hands back. Why? Because I want to stretch the biceps. As you can see here, the bicep is now in a stretched position, right? So first of all, take a look at my elbow. I start from a stretch position and then I don't give up. You can see here, this is pretty hard, right? This is pretty hard. I struggle to get this rep. But I don't now I stop because that's actually, okay, failure. This is failure. Failure is not drop sets, it's not whatever BS that you're taught about training. Failing is not being able to do one complete rep. Look. Boom. That's it, failure. Another thing, you want to control the weight. Look, even if when it's hard to do a complete rep, look at how slow, not slow, but controlled, in a controlled manner, I lower the weight. I do not let the dumbbell goes, right? That's how you train. Control the weight. I'm not saying take 5 seconds on a eccentric, all that stuff, but control the weight, right? To failure, most of your sets, and you're good to go with good technique. Good technique means that, okay, when I do this exercise, I really feel my biceps. Imagine I would feel my shoulders. That's not good technique, right? Next, we need to talk about small progressions. Now, when I say progressions, I do not mean heavy weights. Add either 2 reps or 1 kilogram or 1 set, or just improve the technique. If you do one, keep the other ones the same. So if you add reps, keep the kilograms or the weight, the sets, the technique the same. If you add weight, keep the reps, the sets, the technique the same. You got the point. And just don't overthink it. Every single week, pick one progression and just do that for the entire week. Let's say, okay, it's Sunday and then next week I want to add reps. So I'm going to keep everything else the same, but I'm only going to add 2 reps to every single exercise next week. Like really think about it. Not just go to the gym and just lift weights. Think about it. Okay, how am I going to progress this week? Am I going to keep everything's the same, but I'm just going to improve the technique because my technique is kind of off? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Or you say, okay, I'm going to do a bit more volume. I'm going to add 1 more set. Or I feel like, okay, I can push more. My reps are, let's say, close to 15. I'm going to add some weight so I can train hard. That's the way you do it. Now, chances are I have your dream body and you want to look something similar to me. So my question to you is, why don't you just join Bulking School? Because you will find me every single day inside of that program. And I've put all the things that you really need to know. And I tell you exactly what you need in order to achieve this physique. And you also find people inside of there that are on the same path, motivating. And it's actually a group of friends all trying to bulk up. So yeah, I want to bring together all the skinny guys that struggle to bulk up, that want real results and want real advice that actually works. So that's kind of my mission. So if you feel like, okay, I'm a skinny guy, I want to get this done fast as possible, I promise you, if you join Bulking School, you're going to make insane progress. So I'm going to wait for you inside of Bulking School. And once you join, I'm just going to message you instantly on how we can get started right away. Everything else, the program is waiting for you. The meal plans, the workouts, everything is there.